Okay, I just ordered some of this 9H Mr. Fix automotive ceramic coating, and it came everything in the pack. You know, they got the little blue wiper pad in there. You got your towel around here, which you're gonna add your moist stuff to. You got a bigger pad here, so I'll probably use the bigger pad because I got a pretty big truck. But I'm gonna do this black truck here. Now, as you can see, you can look and tell how the paint job really looks. Now, I already clay barred it already. So I clay barred this probably about, I don't know, maybe a month ago. I'll probably do it again because I can see like a little crap on here or whatever. So I'll probably run a clay bar on it just briefly, but I already did it, so it's actually nice. But I know I didn't clay bar my sides, so you can kind of hear it like, didn't clay bar the sides. This, a lot quieter. But this versus, so I clay bar at the top already to get the impurities off. I'll do it again, but I'm gonna give you a full breakdown of how the wash, clay bar, and finally the ceramic coating, so you know how this stuff actually performs. Okay, now this is just after a clay bar. All I did was clay bar at the hood and just a little bit down the sides. This is just a clay bar right here. So as you can see, the water, it still beads up and runs off a little bit, but that's basically how it is after a clay bar. There's not a lot of, you know, wax left on it because all of it got pulled off just from doing a clay bar. So that's basically what it is. Clay bar just takes out all the impurities and stuff like that in the paint coat. And I did probably down to about right about here, just so I can get it all the way around. And I did it up on the base of the windshield a little bit right there. Not the windshield, but the pillar, just the base of the pillar. And I did all the way on both sides the same thing, up to the base of the pillar, down to about, you know, maybe a third of the way down, right by that supercharger sign, like all the way across. And so you can see how the water kind of falls. Like here it is on the front right here. This is how it kind of falls off the front. Like I said, that's just clay bar. That's nothing but clay bar right there. So same on this side over here, just straight clay bar. That's all that is. And then you can see where the clay bar stops, like right about there. So that's everything right there. Because I just went, like I said, right from like the turbocharger sign kind of down a little bit. And you can kind of see the reflection a little bit. Like it's still kind of hazy. You can see the lights at the top. It's still kind of hazy and everything. So it's not really like a real nice, clean, even glow. Like that's kind of sharp. But once when it fades away, when the water runs off, it's going to give that hazy. It's a lot hazier. You see those swirls and circles coming in there? Yep, all of that. So that's what I'm trying to work on right there. Get all those swirls and circles out right there. Like I said, once it looks like it's got a nice wet coat on there, looks nice and jet black, looks real nice. But that disappears real fast as soon as the water disappears. Like I said, so I'm gonna try to dry this thing off and I'm gonna apply a ceramic coat just to the hood just to see what happens. Okay, so the hood is dry now. So that's how it looks dry. You can still see, you know, all of those swirls is not real rich. You look at that, that's how the paint looks. Like I said, you can see all of those swirl marks instead of just lights. And, you know, it's like that across the whole hood pretty much. You can see it everywhere I go. It looks like little white, like flakes and everything, like flying around the damn car, but nope. That's just the paint coat right there. It just I think it needs a ceramic coat. Even all the way on this side, like on the front and everything. You can see how those lights are. They should be real crisp. They're not crisp. They've got that little haze around each one of them. And they should be real crisp like that. Like it should be a mirror. So when I shine them, it should look just like that. But nope. Got that haziness all over it. And like I said, all I did was clay bar and dry it. Now, let's apply a coat. Okay, so I got a nice hazy coat on. I went across, then I went down. The whole hood, it's got a nice hazy coat. So what I'm about to do now is wipe it off with a terry cloth towel. I don't want to leave it on here for too long. Let me start working on it to get this off. Let's see how it goes. All right, so I just took that coat off and it looks about the same to me. Yeah. So it doesn't really do much as far as swirls go. I mean, it looks really nice in person, but you know, in the camera you can see all those swirls. But it looks really good like in person, like it's super shiny. Like you can see like reflections and everything. Like that stuff all the way back in my garage. So you can see stuff all the way back in my garage through it. I mean, it's super shiny. It's one thing I will tell you, like, let me see if I can see myself in it like this. Wait a minute. See, this is me looking down into it right here. So that's my hand right here. And then this is me leaning over the car. So it's super shiny. I'm like, that's my shirt and everything. I mean, it's super shiny. So that's one thing I could tell you. See, look at that. I mean, you can even read the letters on my shirt. Stuff is super glossy, I'll tell you that much. Super glossy. Now here's a door right here. So you can see how the door is kind of hazy, like sort of hazy and all that. Like that's the door in the reflection right there. So you can see all the lights in the door, how it looks like that. Then when you get over here to see them in here, I mean, like I said, it's super shiny, but man, it's just that those swirl marks in there, that's something else. So that'll probably take some compound or something like that. But like I said, I can hold my hand over it like this. So here's my hand, and I'm holding my hand over the paint. So I mean, it's super shiny, man. It's super shiny. That's one thing I will tell you. I mean, it's like super glossy. You can see everything, man. It's like it puts a real shiny coat on it. I haven't run any water on it. Maybe I should right now. Or maybe I should put another coat on. I don't know. It didn't take that long to do. Like I said, it only took me like maybe 10 minutes to put it on, wipe it off. It didn't take, because I only did one part. But like I said, it's super shiny. That's one thing I will tell you. That hood is like super glossy. Like to the naked eye, you really can't see all of what you can see in this camera. This camera's pulling out a lot that you can't see with your naked eye. Because I'm like, it is like, man, that's like that bar up there. Like you can aim it down. I mean, you can see definition and everything in it. It's super glossy. So I don't know, scale of 1 to 10, I don't know. On gloss, I'd give it like 8, 9 on gloss. Definitely an 8, 9 on gloss. Application, super easy. So you can see my hand over it like this. Application is super easy. Application is like, man, a 2. It's super easy. And I don't know. I think I'm going to do the whole truck in it. I like it. I'm going to probably do the hood one more time, but I like how it looks. It's pretty shiny, I like that. It's not bad. All right, I added a second coat, and I left it on there for right now. But that's the coat actually on there. So you can see some of the swirls are actually gone. Like that crazy swirly stuff is gone. You see how that is? You can still see some of the flakes in my paint because it's a metallic paint job. But the swirly flakes are actually gone. Like those swirly marks. I mean, even when you scoot over some here, they're not as bad as they were. And this is with it on. This is with the, I'm leaving it on like a little bit longer. But that's what it actually on. Because like I said, here's my hand right here. Here's my hand. And this is over the car here. So that's what it actually on right now. It's on. You can damn near see my fingerprints. I mean, the stuff is super glossy. I'll tell you that much. On a black car, yeah. For $10, yeah, you can't beat it. Like I said, that's the car right there. I mean, that is, that's super gloss. And you can kind of see like how I rubbed it in and stuff like that. You can see some of it. But I'll leave it on for a second and I'll start rubbing it off here shortly. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not hard to put on at all. I mean, I did 2 coats that quick. See, look at that. Look how shiny that is. That is like mirror finish, like a mirror, black mirror. Man, that, I mean, you can even see me holding the camera. Hold up. Here's a, let me go like this, over like this. So you can see me holding the camera right here over it. See, because there's all the stuff there. And this is me holding the camera over the car. I mean, that's pretty. You can see my fingers in the paint. And it's nighttime right now. It's night. You can see me standing here in front of the car. Super shiny. Man, that's crazy. But yeah, all right. I'm going to give it like another couple of minutes of sitting. Then I'm going to wipe it off. But I don't know. That shine is something else, man. That shine is something else. For a little $10 product, geez. I don't know, man. I can't say no to it. For $10, you can't say no. That's all I'm saying. For $10, you can't say no. You can order like 3 bottles of it and do your car a few times just to have a good time with it. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna do it sections at a time. So and it's not even that hard to apply. It's not even that hard to get off. Super easy, super easy. Like I said, you wash the car, clay bar it. The clay bar is gonna take you longer than anything else. Clay bar it, make it feel nice and smooth and everything. Dry everything down, let it dry. Then just start applying it in small patches. That's it. So, I mean, you can see it's starting to drop a little bit. Look at that, man. It's like super, because you saw the pictures earlier. You saw the video earlier. I mean, scroll back and take a look. This is with the stuff on the car. Scroll back and take a look. It's pretty shiny. Okay, so I just took off my second coat. So I took the coat off. And this is free of anything. There's nothing on it right now. And I just used the terry cloth like this. And what I did was just barely glaze over. I mean, it's almost like you're just pulling a feather. You're just pulling it across the car a few times like this. You're just pulling it across. You're pulling it across. You're not wiping. You're just pulling. You're pulling just like this, just slowly pulling it. And that's all I did was just pull it a few times like that, and bam. This is it. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think that's just because of the clear coat and the paint and everything. But man, that is like I said, there are my lights up there, and that's the front of the truck. I mean, that is like super shiny right there. Look at that. That's the lights. That's the real lights, and those are the lights on the truck. You see how deep that shine is? The lights are light, but the shine is deep. That's like a really deep color. For $10, I don't know, man. You can't say no to that. That's not bad at all. Really, that's not bad. Because, I mean, these are the lights like out in the open with the camera lens, and then that's the deep shine right there. It really pulls out a lot of definition in whatever you're driving by. I mean, lights, everything. And that little blue, that blue right there, that's the moon. That's the moon. And that's how blue is reflecting off my truck. Like, that is a really deep shine. I mean, it's a super deep shine right there. You can see that the moon just moving across the truck like this. You can see it. It's kind of skipping across the truck. And that's the moon right there. That's the moon you're seeing. I mean, that's not bad for $10. And you saw the beginning of the video, and you'll see what it looks like now. Basic application. I mean, super simple. The instructions came with it. I followed the instructions to a T. Washed the car, clay barred it, dried it off. I pulled all down in one direction, pulled away in another direction with the little thing. Let it come to a nice little haze. Wiped it. I could still see some imperfections in the clear coat, so I added a second coat to it, and I don't know. I can still see imperfections, but I guarantee if I do a third coat, you won't see it. I don't think I need a third coat. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I think I'm gonna do the rest of the truck with it. And I got a lot of the bottle left, a lot. It'll definitely do the truck. It might do the truck twice with that small of a bottle. But man, and like I said, I might do that Beamer sitting over there. The Jeep, I'd take it off road too much, but I might do that Beamer with this. I might do that Beamer. This looks really good. I like it. That's a really deep shine. Because like I said, that's your actuals right there. And there's the moon way up there. And you pull it down to the truck, bam. Look at that. The moon and the lights are on the truck. $10.